Hi everyone. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to use an app called TouchCast. TouchCast is for Apple devices, and it can be used on a PC as well, but you do need a camera as well as a microphone to make it work. And it is in beta, so it might not be as good as on the Apple devices. It is a free app and it is already loaded on all of our school devices. However, you can download it on your own personal device if you have an iPad. This app is really good for doing videos. So you might have seen some of my instructional videos. I'm actually in them myself. And I sometimes pop up different elements like pictures or videos within my video. And I do that using TouchCast Studio. Now, there are two different TouchCasts. One is TouchCast Studio, and there's another one. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but what you want is TouchCast Studio. So I'm going to open this up. All right, and you get to see me there. Hi. So I might be looking down some of the time because my iPad is in front of me above my head, and my computer, which I'm actually recording this video on, is below me. Also, there might be a little bit of a time lag just because I'm trying to sync between two devices, so I apologize for that. All right, so on my iPad, this is what I'm seeing here. And the first thing you'll see is the add a VAP. A VAP is kind of just like an application. So to set up my video, I'm going to add all the VAPs that I'm going to want in my video. So I'm going to click on that, and it'll bring up this screen. Now this is everything that I can pop into my video that I may want. So I can pop in a web page, I can pop in photos, I can pop in a YouTube video, anything from my Google Drive you'll see there, and whatever else I need in my video. So Google Drive might be really helpful since we are a Google Apps for Education school. There's probably things you might want to show on your Google Drive on your video. This is really good for flipped classrooms. So let's say, so you can already see at one point I added King William Public Schools website. It remembers me doing that, so I'm going to click on that and say, yeah, I'm going to want to use that again. It's going to upload it. I can say, all right, I'm going to use that. And there it is, popped up in my video. So what you can see below that is where it is. So this little button, I know you can't actually see where I'm typing. That's the one problem with this video. But it's right below. I can click to open it or close it. So let's say, okay, here it is. I can make this full screen by clicking over to the right where it says add a VAP. Beside that, you can see it's only a quarter screen right now. If I click on the other part, it goes full screen. So if you don't necessarily want to be in the video, you can just have it full screen. So you don't have to be in the video. I think that's probably important to some people. And you could do half screen, or you can make yourself just the little corner bottom part of the screen. All right, so then you can also click on it, make it go away again, and you go back to full screen. And you can add as many VAPs as you want. So I can click, see, I'm not even recording yet, I'm just setting everything up. So let's say I do want to add a YouTube video. We can go to YouTube. All right, there's my PD for November 3rd. Let's say I want to use that video. There I am.
Just wanted to say big.
Great. Let's say I want to use that. I'm going to just get the full video, sure, and it's going to import it. That wasn't a long video, so let's just take a second. All right. So now what I want to do is I want to kind of also get like a whiteboard ready. So let's say I'm going to be doing a math problem, and this is something I want to post in my Google Classroom, so I'm going to want to show them all the steps. So to add a whiteboard, you click on this part down here that says whiteboard, and it starts with glass. That's technically what I have right now that you can see me through. So to add a new one, or to change it, you can click where it says glass, and you can change it to whiteboard. All right, and you can even start to draw a problem so it's ready for your video. So 2x plus b equals, I don't know, y. All right, and you can do a problem, have it set up if you'd like. Of course, you can also do a text tool so you don't actually have to write everything out if you don't want to. change colors, all those nice things are there. And then if you hit clear board, it should clear it pretty quickly. You can have multiple boards down here where you see the number 2 on the lower left hand side. So then you can have multiple boards already set up, so then you can, whenever you're doing your actual filming part, you can switch between the boards. All right, and let's see. Next, the effects. That one is just it's you can add sound effects. I know students like to do that, so we had a couple of them do all that fun stuff here, and you can go back. And you can add in a green screen. So if you have a green screen or a blue screen, those generally work if you are trying to put a video behind you. It's a little bit more advanced, but if you're into more film type of things, that this software does support that. All right, you can also add filters, so you can make yourself really bright. So you can do all that stuff. Titles, you can add new title to your screen. So there's something on the bottom to make it kind of more of like a newscast. And I just realized I don't think you can actually see much of a difference on my computer. Oh, there you go. You can't see a difference. All right. Again, I have 2 different screens going in front of me, so it's kind of hard to see. All right. Whenever you are ready, one other thing I wanted to point out is if you hit this camera button down here, you will see a teleprompt come up. And so what you can do is, if you have a script written, which I highly recommend scripting because I don't script, and you can see how messy some of my videos become. So if you do the teleprompt, you can type in your entire script already, and then whenever you're recording, the script will run on your iPad in front of you, and you can see it, but it won't actually be in the recording. So that's really nice. You also have these guides in case you want to make sure everything stays straight, so that's kind of cool. And there's just a couple different things to play with. All right, so now I'm just going to make a really quick video. I'm going to hit VAPS, make sure I'm ready to go, and I hit the little red button. Gives me a countdown. All right, and this is my video, and I'm recording. And this is a website to check out, and this is a YouTube video to check out. And I can play it. It actually starts playing right away. If I want to make this bigger, I can go ahead and do that. You don't actually have to hit the buttons to make it quarter screen or half screen or do whatever you want to do. All right, so you can manipulate that while you're doing this. You can turn the sound off and the video on, or turn it off. Okay, so, and then whenever I'm ready to go to my whiteboards, I just click on whiteboards down here. I'm still recording, and I can say, okay, we're going to go to board 1 where I had this equation. I'll remember to put your VAP down, or it's going to show up in your whiteboard. So, again, that was that. Type, go to your whiteboard, and then it's not there. Okay, so that's kind of a brief overview of how to create one of these. Not really in depth, but just give you an idea. It's not that complicated. I think it's quite a nice way to make a video for your students. All right, I hit pause to finish. All right, and then I hit done in the upper right hand corner. All right, then it's going to give me a little preview. All right, and this is my video, and I'm recording. Okay, so that's my preview, and I can hit trim down here to kind of edit it. If I want to take out the beginning part or bottom part, you can go ahead and do that. I haven't done too much of this editing software stuff yet, so I can't be too helpful with that. Now, add clip, of course, if you are doing this in sections, that's the way to do that. So you can just do part of your video, come back and do the second part of your video. Right. So there's the trim part. Again, I haven't used too much of this, so I can't be too helpful. But it is definitely something worth playing with. All right, whenever I do get it and I like it and I want to save, you just hit save. All right, hit export TouchCast. All right, now here is, you do get to select your thumbnail, so you can pick the face that you don't find embarrassing. All right, and so here's the thing, is it's going to save to TouchCast itself, and the reason why it does that is actually quite interesting. So one of the options that you saw was you can see a website or you can see a Twitter feed or something like that. If it's saved on TouchCast itself, it actually stays up to date. So it will, even if you see my TouchCast from a year from now, it will show you my most current tweets. So it keeps all of those apps updated. It won't do that if you publish to YouTube. I almost always just publish to YouTube because that's where I house all my videos. But I don't get that availability anymore whenever I use YouTube, because then it's just whatever it was at the time. My Twitter feed, my websites, it will look like what it was when I made the video. So it kind of depends on what you want it to do. Also gives students more of an option. They can play that video that you saw I embedded inside the video. They then have control where they can actually click on the video and start it themselves or stop it themselves. So again, it's a lot more interactive if you keep it on touchcast.com. But that is completely up to you. So you have to title your video. Okay. And if you don't keep it public, so public is whether or not you put it on touchcast.com. If you do only me instead, it only allows you to save it to the camera roll on the iPad. Now, then you can go from your camera roll on your iPad to YouTube. So you don't have to do TouchCast, but that's up to you. Again, here's I'm just going to say public. I'm going to say, here's the different options I have. Let's go ahead and post this onto YouTube. And actually, I believe already has my YouTube credentials saved, so I'm going to have to go back and delete this video off of YouTube. But it's will ask you for your YouTube things. Again, YouTube is a Google app, actually. So you do have a YouTube account. You just log in with your regular school email account, and that is your YouTube account. So you are able to post whatever you want on there. And then whenever you go to Classroom, what you're going to do is just put your video from YouTube into Google Classroom if that's what you want to use, or if you use a different website, you can add all of that stuff there. So it's just going to take another moment. Okay, so there is my my test. And I can watch it again, I can save it again, all those things. It is uploading to YouTube currently. So it will just take a few minutes. But so that's TouchCast. And if you have any questions,